Hi, it's Holly Sauder, Outreach Coordinator with Geauga Park District with a backyard nature craft you can do. Today we are going to make an evergreen centerpiece. This lovely centerpiece is made with just simple materials that you probably have in your yard. Especially with the big snowfall we just had, a lot of branches might have come down like this in your yard. This is white pine. It's got a very soft wood, so it easily breaks under the weight of snow. But don't despair, there's something we can create with this. So what we're gonna do is make this lovely centerpiece. What you need are some assorted greens. Maybe you have some things in your yard. Maybe you do have some branches that came down in the storm. You're gonna need a pair of clippers to clip through those greens. You're gonna need floral foam. Now this foam you can find widely at any craft store, sometimes your discount stores. Floral foam is kind of like a big sponge. You soak it till it's completely saturated, and then it helps your evergreens or your flowers or anything stay hydrated as long as you keep watering it. And then you need some kind of vessel. So in this instance, we use just a little tiny pie pan, little loaf pan, and there's a piece of floral foam shoved down in there. So today we're gonna make ours in this cute little Christmas mug. And then if you want to add some sparkly add-ins. Like I have a pretty bow. I love plaid with greens. It just screams Christmas to me. And then I've got some sparkle things that I've picked up along the way. I've got this decorative candy cane. You can buy these at any floral store or any craft store or just like your discount store, your dollar store, anything like this. I'm not going to use all these. I just got an assortment so I could decide as I go. I've got some pine cones. Doesn't pine and pine cone, they kind of go together, but they look so natural and lovely together. So I'm just going to put all that in front of me. And then here's my floral foam that I've been soaking. You want to soak it till it changes color. So look at how light a color it is here, and now look how dark it's gotten, and it's even dripping. So it's very pliable at any stage, especially when it's wet. So I'm going to just take this and shove it right into my mug. It kind of squishes down like that. So I didn't need that second piece, so I could make another one if I wanted. So then what I'm gonna do, this one definitely has a front because of our decoration. I'm gonna start by just clipping some greens. Now in my greens pile, this is fir. And you can tell that because the needles are kind of flat and it doesn't hurt my hands. They're flat and friendly, so it doesn't hurt as much. So I might want to put some height in this. So I'm just gonna shove this like right into the back. And you wanna shove it into your foam. You can see me shoving it in so that it stays hydrated. It'll get a good drink as that foam keeps hydrating. Then we're gonna stick some needles in here. This is white pine. We got our white pine coming in here. White pine's, it's very fluffy. There's multiple needles at each point of attachment. So it's real lacy and it fills in nicely. Fills in our gaps. There's really no wrong way to do this. You just keep going until it's what you want. This branch, this is Taxus or yew, Y-E-W. You might have some of this growing in shrubbery that you need to prune a little bit. And we're just gonna take a chunk of that. I'm gonna rip that off so that I have a nice point of attachment to kind of stick this in. I wanna put some more pine in. I want a nice fluffy background. See if our line right here, I wanna add some more height to that. It kind of complements that. My mind always goes to be very symmetrical, but in nature, we rarely see things symmetrical. So when we add our pine cones, we're gonna do it in odd numbers, 1, 3. Then I've got some cedar. Isn't this pretty? Nice, leafy, lacy cedar. I just love that. We're gonna keep filling that in. And you can see we're kind of filling in as we go. White pine is lovely to fill in as we go because it spreads out nicely. I feel like we need a little something right here. It's just what your eye likes. Usually the rule of thumb we say when making an ornament, a decoration like this is fill it till you don't see the floral foam anymore. And then I'm gonna add a bow, a pretty plaid bow, because that's the kind of bows that my mind always likes. I think I'm gonna just tuck the bow right in the center. Just like that. And I feel it needs a little bit of extra add in. So I'm gonna pick here, and you never know what's gonna look great until you really get going. I think it needs a pine cone. I'm gonna put another one over here for symmetry. And then that three, rules of three, I think I wanna add maybe one kind of up at the top here, if it's gonna show. We'll just let it peek through there a little bit. And then I want to add just a little more color. So I have these like curly, sparkly sticks that I got at the floral store. And I'm just gonna stick one there. This is just actually a Christmas ornament that I got at the dollar store. And I put a floral pick on it just to make it stick in better. And there we've got our snowflake kind of tucked in there in the back. And there we go. We have a lovely centerpiece. Wouldn't that be a lovely centerpiece on your table? Or a nice gift to give someone. We have a lot of our seniors and people who are isolated more this holiday. Maybe you want to make some simple things just in foil pans or mugs you can buy at the dollar store or a thrift store or any vessel. Just a few things in a few minutes. Look at that lovely decoration of holiday cheer that we created. So this is another backyard nature craft that I hope you can enjoy and make to celebrate the holidays and spread a little holiday cheer. If you keep this watered, it will last well into January. Thanks and have a great day.